Hi, I'm Matt.
I'm Tom.
And we're on a park bench in Lappeenranta.
In Finland, in eastern Finland, just a few kilometres away from the Russian border.
Did I say that right? Lappeenranta?
So it's a double P. So Finnish has long consonants. So it's Lappeenranta. Emphasis on the first syllable, Lappeenranta.
But you have to stop on the P as well. Lappeenranta.
Look, we're in Finland.
Yeah.
We're in Finland, and we have just finished one of the most ridiculous. Finnish, for God's sake. We have just completed one of the most ridiculous things we've ever done.
Oh my God, it was so good.
If you haven't seen it, go click now, because otherwise we're about to give you a load of spoilers.
We drove big things.
Yeah. Should I talk about how this started?
Yes.
So, I found out about Mevea simulation many, many months ago when a friend of mine sent me a link and said, this looks amazing. And at that point, I saw footage of the 6-screen simulator. So the one on the motion platform, the big one that we led the video off with. And I thought, that's amazing, I want to go in it. So, okay, where's the company that makes them? Eastern Finland. Right, okay. It's possible, it's possible. So I sent an email off, and they said, maybe, which is a good start. And then lots and lots of emails went back and forth. And eventually we nailed down a date, and we booked flights to Finland on Norwegian, because weirdly, Discount Airline flies everywhere. That's how we got to Svalbard way back when.
Norwegian, if you want to sponsor us doing anything, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you're a great airline. And I mean that, I like Norwegian.
Booked tickets, got here, and I was a little bit nervous going in, because I didn't know what we're going, because
we hadn't been given any details. We didn't know what we were going to get.
No, we had no great plan.
we
didn't even know until a couple of months before. We didn't even know until a couple of days before whether we were going to get the big simulator or just with the screen one with a bit of a motion platform.
It's sort of a matter of what they had there and were using at the time.
Who we had access to. But they'd sent an email a few weeks before saying, this is what we do with television companies that come. Do you want to go in the simulator and then try the real thing? We've got some people at the Steelworks. The look on his face when I told him that.
Steelworks. You may have noticed we like big infrastructural, heavy plant machinery.
Yes.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why I've got all Cockney.
I was thinking you got all Clarkson there more than anything else. Well, without punching me. But
the greatest simulators in the world.
There is a take of me saying that. I accidentally said in the world.
In the world.
I mean, you take it from there, because we came over.
So yeah, we what was it, Sunday? We took the flight out to Helsinki. We've taken the train to Lappeenranta.
Yeah.
And then today, we were at their disposal. We were meeting them at 8:30 in the lobby.
They were lovely. Like they've given us a lift around everywhere. They've taken us places. They bought us lunch. It was really, really nice. And incidentally, Eastern Finnish food, quite Russian, which is not surprising given the history of the area and how close they are. But you've had beetroot for 3 meals now, haven't you?
Yeah, I love beetroot though.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a common ingredient.
A proper meat, veg, potato in a good way. I like the food. It was really good.
So we go out. They drive us to their. So
It's a university technical spin-off.
Yes, because of course
it's
Lappeenranta University of Technology, which is in English. I only realised this halfway through that I'm walking. Oh, I can read all these signs. And it turns out that a lot of Scandinavian universities teach in English now, because the companies that want to hire the graduates...
It's all international.
It's all international. They want to sell in the rest of the world, so they teach in English.
Which, if they want to get international students, I can see why they do it. But
because Finnish is... What's it? A lot in common with Turkish.
And Estonian?
And not much else. It's not a language you can decode if you know English or French or Spanish.
I normally feel reasonably comfortable in other countries because I've got GCSE French. Okay, it was 10 years ago. Also,
more than that, mate.
Also, oh God, it is. I also did a year of German.
Yep.
And I've got a GCSE in Latin.
Oh, excuse me a moment. Oh.
Languages.
Yeah, I know.
Between them, I can kind of guess the majority of written down European languages. I can get the gist. No. Not at all.
No,
not at all.
So, Lappeenranta University of Technology, and we get there, And it's a generic office building, I guess, just
Yeah.
like any other. Only with a couple of big ass simulators in it.
So we walk in and we hang our coats, they take us around,
Yeah.
show us a few photos of local dignitaries.
Yeah, who visited
Or
presidents.
government, even,
Presidents
yeah.
visited. They give us a PowerPoint presentation with our names on it. Now,
You know you've made it when you've been given a PowerPoint presentation with your name on
it's
it.
really nice. You said this earlier.
Yeah.
You know, you see companies doing this for clients. They put their name outside, and you think, oh, it's a nice little touch. No, it's really nice
Yeah.
when someone's gone to the trouble of doing that.
It's sort of a hello,
Lovely.
yes, you're
Yes.
important, aren't you?
Yes, that was really nice. So we get there. I'm hoping that was a firework. I'm going to assume that was a firework.
Thank you.
And thank you, person walking by who has walked behind the camera and not taken through the entire path that we've commandeered to our camera here.
I forgot to finish, but thank you. I could have said it.
Kitos. Or Kitos. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, whatever. So we were in their office,
Yes.
and we round the corner,
Yeah.
and then there are two things. One box,
Yeah.
which we can see
box.
some screens in,
Yeah.
and then another platform with legs and
Yeah. But
joystick
neither of
and
these
screen.
is the big impressive one. Neither is the one I've seen on film. That is off in the university, and some of the stuff they're talking about there is really like. I think I mentioned this in the video. We didn't have it turned on because obviously we're filming it from outside as well on the GoPro, and it wouldn't make sense. But it does full 3D. All those screens are 3D, and head tracking. So it would be utterly, completely. I mean, it was anyway. You saw my
but
reaction.
not 3D as in like goggles glued to your face.
No, it's regular 3D glasses, I think, and it's
and
polarized.
and then dots to track your head movements.
Yeah, it's
so-
just a baseball cap. It's not like an Oculus or anything like that. I mean, you saw me. The moment of going over the ledge, even in 2D, because you've got peripheral vision telling you you're going over as well, and there's enough motion, it's convincing.
They said it was 15 degrees of
I didn't
freedom.
feel like three. That sim has 3 degrees of freedom,
But 15
and 15
degrees of
movement.
tilt, yeah.
Different type of degrees. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you went over as well. Because Matt got to go in all this. You can see this in the main video.
I tried to make it crash. It was fun.
Yeah, you did indeed make it crash.
You can't make a real thing crash, so when
Yeah.
you got a simulator, why not try and
Yeah.
balls it up royally?
Yeah, all the team were lovely. We went, they drove us off, we had lunch, and then we go to a steelworks 1 kilometre from the Russian border.
they drive us there. You know, we've got these two guys from the company, the director of the company, I believe. And,
I think so, yes. Yeah.
But two of them drive us there. 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
It's just drive.
Drive.
I've gone a little Irish
Gone a little
there.
Irish.
45-minute drive
Yes.
to the steelworks, and we're going to the steelworks because they have one of the
Things we've just trained on.
Yeah.
The sim, and it's a different situation for the sim. It's loading coal off a boat, but it's exactly the same equipment.
The thing I found funny was because they let us have a go in the simulator.
Yeah.
We go, okay, I think we've got all the shots we need.
Yeah.
And Ollie, who was with us,
Yeah.
goes, you might want to have another couple of goes before you go in the real thing,
Real one,
you know?
yes.
Just have a couple more goes.
Yeah, we did.
I went, oh, yes.
Because I was spilling a lot of coal on the floor. That kept happening.
So we go there, and they have the material
Yeah,
handler.
I mean, before that, we've got full protective equipment. We've got safety, steel cap shoes,
Yeah.
high-vis jackets, helmet, goggles, everything.
Because it's a steelworks.
It wasn't a working steelworks today. Today was a training day for them, which was entirely coincidental. We seem to have picked a perfect day to film there.
It seems like that's what made us be able to play with and have a go with the
Yeah.
things.
It wasn't.
Hello, light.
Hello, light Stroby.
Yeah, we're kind of cheating. We've got a light here because it's dark.
Do you want to turn the Stroby light off? And no, don't rave. Don't have a rave. Try and fix the Stroby light. And if you can't, we'll fix.
Shall I turn it off and on again?
Oh, no, there we go. There we go. That's good. There we go. Maybe a little less power. We're fine. I reckon we've got about 3 minutes till that battery dies. All right. So we get there, and it's massive. I don't think we get across in the videos just how massive this thing is. Yeah.
It takes a good few minutes to climb up to the top of it.
Yeah, I don't know how were you okay with heights with that?
Oh,
Because it was big.
fine. I used to not be, but I'm fine.
All right. So yeah.
I had you driving it with me standing on the outside ledge of it while holding a camera with two
Yes.
hands, only using my arse for stability.
Yes.
I have to be okay with heights with things like
Yes.
Because you were driving it.
Okay, you were smoother at it. That's true. My camera work was quite smooth, but I think that was mainly because you were nice and gentle moving it around. But we actually, it looks like we were just moving scrap around. It's a recycling steelworks. We were
moving scrap around.
But we were moving it for a purpose because that was genuinely part of the recipe they needed to make recycled steel.
And it doesn't do normal just steel. It uses they make special where you choose what bits are in. Yeah.
You take 2 parts of recycled steel and 1 part stainless, and each of these parts is about, what, 4 tons we were shifting?
Yeah.
Because it didn't feel like it. You pull back on the stick and the thing just moves. But all the hydraulics that go into this, it's moving tons and tons and tons of steel.
Now, if the Steelworks was running, we'd get to play with it, but we'd have to put it back on the pile, is what they were saying.
Yeah.
But because there was no one there,
we were setting up for the first run of the next day.
So we were given a proper hopper.
I think that might actually have been I don't know if that was what gets heated up. It was a crucible. But I think it may have just been a hopper.
A hopper. I think it was some kind of hopper. And we put it in, and then another one in, and then I have a go, Tom has a go, and then...
Yeah. And we've helped make steel.
And they said that scrap we've moved is going in the next batch.
Yeah. So we've helped make steel, and what was it, 120 ton?
It was a 120 ton machine with like a 5 ton grabby thing.
Material handler, that was it, 120 ton material handler.
And then we're grabbing 4 tons of stuff when we've got it full.
It felt, I don't know, it wasn't perfect. I was double checking, if there was any close movement, I was checking the movement I was going to do first in case I got it wrong. But he said, turn it to the left, and my brain just went, yeah, right, I can do that now.
It's funny how, was it even 20 minutes in the simulator?
Yeah. Like, if you're actually doing it, you need several days of training, they'd work you up to it.
They'd drive the entire machine to where we were going. We were just doing the gravity bit, obviously not learning the entire machine.
That is genuinely going to save 3 days of training and €1 million bit of equipment.
Where you're dropping scrap everywhere, someone has to tidy up after you. Like, 20 minutes in the thing, and we get in it, we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that forward? Yeah, that one's forward. Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah, brilliant. This is one of the most ridiculous things we've ever done.
But thank you, Mevea.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
If you out there have something that can beat it, do let us know. We'd love to come and not break your stuff, because we didn't break anything.
Yes, we'd like to come and try not to break your stuff. We'd like to come very close to breaking your stuff.
No, that's not a good pitch. That is not a good pitch.